There are three things local business owners are concerned with when it comes to online or digital marketing. One is time. With everything you are already doing running your business, how do you find more time to learn and apply digital marketing to get more customers and sales? What do you market? What do you put out there? Will anyone see it? And will it even be of interest? And again, will it create new prospects and sales? And of course, the third thing is money. The concern here is multifold. Do I have enough money in my budget to market? And I don't want to waste it. Before we dive into these three challenges, let's first separate digital marketing and advertising. Advertising, in its simplest form, is identifying your ideal customer, putting an irresistible offer in front of them, and doing this enough to generate leads and sales. This is often seen in discounted offers, which is negatively impacting your profit margins. Now, advertising is a paid activity. As long as you're paying for the ads keep running. So the moment you stop paying for the ads, they stop, along with any new potential customers. Advertising not only costs money to get the offer in front of your ideal customers, but it also impacts your profits. Marketing is creating content in the form of blogs, social media content, podcasts, and videos, both live and pre-recorded, that provide solutions to your ideal customers' problems. These problems are the ones they must have answered before they make not only a buying decision, but who they will reach out to move forward to purchase the product or services they need that will give them a solution they're seeking. Marketing, when done right, has a long shelf life, meaning if the questions your ideal customers need answering are created properly, they will be relevant and valid well into the future. Think of this like planting a shade tree. The tree provides shade for many years. The investment to create this content is made only once. In essence, advertising is like going to the grocery store and buying tomatoes, while marketing is like planting a garden that grows the vegetables over and over, allowing you to have a steady stream of tomatoes, or in this case, customers. Let's talk about time. As a digital marketing company for over a decade, I can tell you to do it right, on your own, you need to set aside not only the hours to set up the marketing, but you really need time to research. And once your marketing is in place, you will need time to analyze and adjust to improve results. This challenge on its own will stop many local business owners in their tracks, simply because there is just not enough time in the day to run your business and stay on top of the marketing. As a digital marketing agency, we will devote 5 to 10 hours a week to each customer, doing research, making a content, and then analyzing and optimizing to improve results. The next reason local businesses do not do marketing is because they really are not sure what type of content to create. I'm not talking about just about making content like a blog or a podcast or video, but what to make. It's very easy to get caught up in making content that you think your potential customers need to know about, and then be disappointed when no one or a few people engage with your stuff. The reason is, in a high percentage of these cases, the local business owner is giving what they need to the customer versus what they want. Here's a case in point. If your customer is a homeowner and they wake up and feel warm air coming out of the vents in their AC, and it's going to be 110 degrees outside, they are not searching for the 4 reasons your HVAC needs seasonal servicing. They're going to the search engines of their choice, typically Google, and typing in, "Why is my AC blowing warm air?" And if you have an article, a social media post, and a video about this topic, chances are you're going to show up in the search inquiries providing a list of possible solutions. And through this interaction, a relationship is beginning to form. You're providing a potential solution by suggesting to check a few things they can do on their own, like see if the filter is dirty, if there's anything blocking the air intake, like furniture, or wherever your unit is, does it have an unobstructed airflow? These are suggestions within the content you provide that the homeowner can check and do themselves. And let's be honest, if they can solve their problem because the air filter hasn't been changed in a year, you have still won a potential new customer in the future if anything more major happens. On the other hand, should they try the list of things a homeowner can tackle and it does not resolve the issue, who do you think they're going to call? That's right, you, because you have already been generous and tried to help them freely. Now, here's a golden nugget. I want you to write this down. Because this is a highly searched topic, why not within the same piece of content, you just happen to have an offer? Maybe it's a free inspection or it's a 20% discount on the service call. In other words, why not put an offer in the same place you provide the solution? The people who search for your content, are they facing a challenge you can solve? Then why not give them an added incentive to pick up the phone and call you or click on the Make an Appointment tab? So to recap item number 2, make content that your ideal customer wants, not what you think they'll need, and make sure to title it in a way they will type into the search bar. These are often called long tail keywords. In other words, it's just normally what things will be written into the search bar. In this case, why is my AC blowing warm air? I mean, here it is. If they want chocolate, please don't get cute and disguise it by calling it coconut clusters. Just give them the chocolate. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. Money. I save money for the last, not because it's the one that stops local business owners from succeeding, but because just like the grocery example of buying tomatoes versus a garden, seeds are less expensive than ripe tomatoes in the store. But what's the difference? Time. I'm not saying it does not take any money to create content. It does. However, each piece of content, once created, works every day, getting it out there, trying to be the answer that solves your ideal customer's problem and leads them to you. Now, here's a reality check. A well-written blog can easily cost $300 to $500. That would have maybe more than 750 words and images, properly SEO'd, and searchable title and keywords. Social media. If a local business hires an agency like Swing Point Media, as an example, to make sure the content is like what we discussed, relevant to solving problems, and they post 3 times a week, this could be another $1,000 a month. Yes, it's true. A person could hire someone to post 2 to 3 times a week for under $500 a month, but the content lacks the characteristics we've discussed. This type of posting often leads local business owners to the conclusion that social media marketing doesn't work and is a waste of time and money. But notice it lacks number 2, what to post. Making videos today is different than making videos just 12 months ago. Short form videos that are 60 seconds or less, often called TikTokification, is a must, and often local businesses will stop long form videos for the short form. In my opinion, doing one and not the other is a mistake. I think we need both. The short form video gets attention, but they lack the depth to convert. If someone sees your video about finding an electrician, and your video, because its limitation on time, can only demonstrate you changing out a bad plug in the kitchen, and then I search how to replace or upgrade my electrical panel to accommodate my new EV in Palm Desert, and it takes me to YouTube, where now there are several examples to watch. Unfortunately, you've chosen to only do shorts, and your competitor only does long-form videos, and they watch your competitor's video. When they're done, they call who? Your competitor, and sign them up to upgrade their electrical panel. If you make both, you can let them know that for more information, visit your YouTube channel or website where we offer more solutions for homeowners. The chances are you now lead them to you. Here's what we do. We create the long form video, and then we cut it up into the smaller pieces called shorts and reels and post them on all the platforms where the ideal customers might be hanging out. It's a bit like fishing. We are able to put a lot of bait and hooks in the water because we begin with a long form video and then slice it up into a bunch of shorter videos. And we know if your customers interact with more content, the likelihood of wanting to then watch a longer video goes way up. So when it comes to videos, and TikToking them down each week can easily run $1,000 to $3,000 a month. So for a local business to properly market, reaching their ideal customer where they live using what we call omnipresent approach, which is seeming like you're everywhere, it can be $2,500 on the low end to $10,000 or more on the high end. Some of you may feel like I just poured salt into an open wound. I'm sorry for that, but getting new customers, not just once but consistently, is an investment. And for some local businesses, the value of getting one new customer, even though they may have spent $2,500 as an example, resulted in a new $10,000 sale. In many fields like HVAC, if a person comes to your company and they need to have their AC replaced, it's not a small financial transaction. It can be a nice profit that totally offsets the cost of marketing. But I have some good news. As a digital marketing company agency, we also recognize that if we charge $10,000 a month, yes, we would get some customers, but many would not be able to financially utilize our services. Well, over the past 120 days, we've been developing and integrating automation and AI. Now, these are not new to SwingPoint Media, as we were some, if not one of the first agencies to create automated chatbot workflows way back in 2017, 2018. And as far as AI, we jumped on the AI bandwagon as soon as it began to be offered, most of the time in beta, and used it before the public even got a chance, or in many cases, became aware it even existed. So from writing blogs to social media with AI to creating videos or even writing scripts and emails, we have been pushing the technology envelope for quite some time. So today I want to introduce you to what we call the one-click content marketing machine. In simple terms, after investing not only a lot of development capital, but time in testing and tweaking, we're excited to share it with more than just our current customers. It writes blogs, makes images, creates videos, writes social media content, makes sure all of them are properly SEO'd, and even writes a weekly email that you can send to your local database of customers, keeping them engaged in your product and services. Now, using AI is amazing, but we've all heard or become aware AI has hallucinations. I mean, in other words, it can make stuff up. There are people out there who rely solely on AI to do the work, and as a result, we hear the stories about the attorney who submitted their argument to the court, and the judge reviewed it, found that the cases it was citing didn't even exist. The attorney didn't check it for accuracy. Well, the same thing happens with local business owners using AI. It makes it so believable we think it's got to be right, when in fact it has errors. So why is this a big deal? Well, as people interact with this content, they begin to do their own fact-checking, and they start finding out it's wrong. It could have an impact on the integrity of the business. This is why at SwingPoint Media, every piece of content is checked for accuracy, as well as making sure the sources being used actually exist and are real. This means the blogs, before the video, the social media, or the emails written, is checked by our staff. We refer to these staff members as AIO experts, artificial intelligence optimizers. Now, these are formerly writers and editors who have a trained eye, not just for sentence structure, but also for SEO and links to ensure accuracy. Then the content is approved and moved to making the social media and video content. Once it's all done, it is then scheduled to go out across all the platforms most relevant to your ideal customers. Typically, this is YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google Business Profile, X, formerly known as Twitter, Medium, and of course your website blog. This is called omnipresent marketing. It allows your customers to see you everywhere, helping them come to the conclusion you must be the right choice. But notice one major difference. This being everywhere is not running the buy me ads, but rather the how can I help you solve the problem content. One feels like the uncle who every time you see him, he's trying to sell you something. The other's like grandma, who's always seems to be listening, showing care and support with your ideas to solve your problems. On this page, there's a button. When clicked, it takes you to a form that I call the interest form. I'm not selling anything there. I'm sharing the one-click content marketing machine program, and if you have interest and would like to learn more, just click the button. Fill out the short list of questions, and then I contact you and give you more detail. Now, before I go, I want to let you know that I will be limiting the number of like businesses who can participate in the one-click content marketing machine for obvious reasons. I don't want 20 electricians in Palm Desert on the program competing with each other. After meeting with those of you who show interest, and I feel like we are a great fit, I will extend to you an amazing offer, one I feel will be hard to resist. Because at the end of the day, my goal was to solve three major challenges: time, what do we create, and money. SwingPoint Media, in this case, does everything, giving you your time back if you've been trying to do it yourself. And if you've not been doing any marketing because you don't have the time, I'm not asking you to now carve out just a few hours to make this happen. SwingPoint Media will make sure the what to make is solved using over a decade of content creation expertise. And as far as money, as I say, if we are a great fit, the offer will be irresistible. So I want to invite you to click the link and fill out the details. I'll take a few minutes now to answer any questions you might have. And for those of you that attended, I want to thank you for joining me today.